الله إن الحمد لله نحمده سبحانه ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلن تجد له وليا مرشدا وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له له الملك وله الحمد وهو على كل شيء قدير. اللهم اقسم لنا من خشيتك ما تحول به بيننا وبين معصيتك ومن طاعتك ما تبلغنا به جنتك ومن اليقين ما تهون به علينا مصائب الدنيا ومتعنا اللهم بأسماعنا وأبصارنا وقواتنا ما أحييتنا اللهم واجعله الوارث منا واجعل ثأرنا على من ظلمنا وانصرنا اللهم على من عادانا اللهم ولا تجعل مصيبتنا في ديننا ولا تجعل الدنيا أكبر همنا ولا مبلغ علمنا اللهم ولا تسلط علينا بذنوبنا من لا يخافك ولا يرحمنا يا رب العالمين. وأصلي وأسلم على المبعوث رحمة للعالمين سيدنا محمد بن عبد الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه أما بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم إن زلزلة الساعة شيء عظيم يوم ترونها تذهل كل مرضعة عما أرضعت وتضع كل ذات حمل حملها وترى الناس سكارى وما هم بسكارى ولكن عذاب الله شديد. In the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the most compassionate, the most merciful, all praise and thanks are due to him and peace and blessings be upon his beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. He who is guided by the will of Allah, no one can misguide him, and he who is misguided, no one can guide him except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I bear witness that there is no God but Allah and Muhammad is his messenger. Respected brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. My topic today will be about how to make Islam easy for the people. كيف نجعل أو كيف نقدم أو نجعل الإسلام سهلا للناس. I have an answer وعندي جواب, but I will keep the answer till the end maybe or before the end of the khutbah. So I have a question which is how, and I have from my point of view an answer. This answer will be included in a simple story. كيف نجعل الإسلام سهلا, especially because we are living in an environment where the majority of us, they have no idea about the beauty and the greatness of this system, i.e. Islam. خاصة أننا نعيش في مجتمع غالبيته لا يعرف شيئا عن دين الله العظيم وعن نظامه الذي نزل للبشر جميعا. As an introduction, كمقدمة, I have to say, or I need to quote one of the great scholars of Islam, Sheikh Ali al-Tantawi, if you heard about him. May Allah descend his mercy upon him. Sheikh Ali al-Tantawi, basically from Syria. He was born in 1909, and he passed away in 1999. So he lived 90 years, from 1909 to 1999. He wrote 10 of books, and he had hundreds, if not thousands, of radio and TV episodes. Originally from Syria, but lived most of his life while composing his Islamic scholarship written material in Saudi Arabia. راح أقتبس قصة عن أحد العلماء العظام الذي أسأل الله سبحانه وتعالى يرحمهم، هو الشيخ علي الطنطاوي، أصلا من سوريا، ولد في 1909 وتوفي في 1999 وله أعمال كثيرة جدا تقدر بعشرات الكتب. In one of his great books, if not the greatest, and I mean تعريف عام بدين الإسلام, General Introduction to Islam, واحد من أعظم أعماله كتاب يسمى تعريف عام بدين الإسلام. In this book, and I urge you, please, I ask all of you to read this book. You can have it, تعريف عام بدين الإسلام or General Introduction to Islam, both copies, free PDF on the internet. Just write Ali Tantawi, تعريف عام بدين الإسلام or General Introduction to Islam. You can have them, read them, and please, if anyone would like to have an idea about what is the meaning of Islam, just give him soft copy of this PDF book. I'm teaching this book in English since 15 years for my students. So I know what does this book mean. It has an amazing influence. Anyway, in one of his chapters, he says, Sheikh Ali al-Tantawi يقول في هذا الكتاب الذي أنصح الجميع بقراءته، موجود PDF على الإنترنت مجانا بنسختيه العربية والإنجليزية. يقول, once I came to my class and I asked my students the following question. If a foreigner, if a non-believer, a non-Muslim came to you and he told you that I have just 1 hour of time, I would like you to introduce Islam to me, how would you respond? So the question, سؤاله كان قال سألت طلابي في المدرسة يوما لو أن أجنبيا غير مسلم سألكم معي ساعة واحدة وأريد أن تقدموا الإسلام لي فكيف تجيبون? He says على الطنطاوي, my students responded in the following way. Most, if not all of them, they said this would be impossible. 1 hour is impossible. Because in order to understand Islam, he has to delve into the science of hadith, the science of the Quran, and the science of Islamic jurisprudence, or the principles of Islamic jurisprudence. He has to go through the science of the recitation of the Quran, and this could or might take him years and years. ردة فعل الطلاب كانت هذا مستحيل أن نقدم الإسلام في ساعة، بل يحتاج منا سنوات. علينا أن نعرفه على أصول الفقه وعلم الحديث وعلم القرآن وعلوم القراءة إلى آخره. Sheikh Tantawi says in his book, he said, then I replied by saying, glory be to Allah, Subhanallah. Then what do you say about this simple Bedouin person who used to come and to sit in the presence of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam for a half a day, 1 day or 2 days, maximum 3 days, for a few hours each day, then he goes back to his fellows in the desert and he brings the whole tribe into Islam by sitting with the Prophet Muhammad for 1 day or half a day or just a few hours. On what base you are complicating Islam? It's not complicated. It's very simple. So this is what, then he goes on explaining how it is simple. رد فعله قال لهم سبحان الله كيف تفسرون ذاك البدوي الذي أو الأعرابي الذي كان يأتي من الصحراء ويجلس بحضرة النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم ربما لساعات أو لنصف يوم أو ليوم أو ليومين قيل ثم يرجع إلى إخوته من عشيرته أو قبيلته في الصحراء فيرجع بهم جميعا مسلمين. فكيف تفسرون هذا؟ والأحداث والأدلة على هذا كثيرة. فلما تعقدون الإسلام? Why you are making Islam is so difficult for others? It's not difficult. Okay, it might be sophisticated. By the way, sophisticated has nothing to do with complicated. This device, it's very sophisticated, but it's easy to use. I need just touch, press, call, yes, hello. I'm not supposed to know the exact programming system inside it to be able to use it, okay? It is sophisticated, but it's easy and accessible. وَلِلَّهِ الْمَثَلُ الْأَعْلَى. So Islam, if you want to be expert in Islam, you have to know these things because you are representing Islam, yes. But if you want to show it to others, those who have no idea about it, please, it's so simple. And I will give you a simple example about that. أعطيت مثال يا أحبة عن مثلا الإسلام هو مليء وثري وغني لكنه ليس معقدا بمعنى ليس صعبا على الفهم. الذي يأتي من الخارج ولا يعرف شيئا عنه ليس مطلوبا منه أن يطلع على علوم الحديث وعلوم القرآن وعلوم ينبغي أن ينظر إلى القضايا الكلية التي فيه الفكرة القضايا الكبرى من أنت لماذا أنت هنا إلى أين ستذهب من هو خالقك بوصول جديد الذي قد نقول عنها أركان الإيمان وأركان الإسلام والأمور البسيطة جدا in a very simple way. So let me give you this simple story and I will give the answer. By the way, what was my question of the khutbah? How to make Islam simple and easy for the people. And I still, as I promised you, I will include the answer through the following story now. The story basically, it was said that about, I think around more or less 20 years ago, one of the da'iyah from an Arabic country, he was having a tour inside the United States. In one of his tours, he was delivering a speech. Out of a sudden, a person just stood up and loudly he said, يا شيخ لقن فلانا الشهادة. أحد الدعاة من إحدى الدول العربية كان في جولة دعوية في الولايات المتحدة قبل حوالي ربما 20 سنة يقل أو يزيد. فقطعه أحدهم في محاضرة مليئة بالناس وقال لقن فلان الشهادة. Said, يا شيخ, please help this guy. He was pointing to an American, white American guy that he would love to declare the shahada. He wanted to embrace Islam. This da'iyah, it seems, because of his experience, he's a clever plus experienced, He knew that these things does not or do not come easily, and he will not just leave this opportunity without making benefit of it. فالداعي يبدو عنده خبرة فأراد أن يستثمر الحدث. He was not happy and immediately, okay, يلا, please repeat after me. أشهد أن لا إله, I bear witness that there is no God. No. He just asked this white American guy to come into the stage. He did not ask him to embrace Islam. He said, please, would you tell us why you decided to be a Muslim? What did you see inside our system as an outsider? قال قبل أن يفرح ويقول أعلن الشهادة سأله لماذا قررت أن تصبح مسلما؟ لأنه يعلم أن الذي هو خارج الإسلام يرى فيه ما لا يراه أصحابه لأننا ورثناه. معظمنا أخذه بالوراثة. Most of us, we inherited Islam. So there's a possibility we might not be appreciating what we have. Because, خلاص, we got used to. So by default, I have it. So I'm going to lose nothing. فقد لا نستشعر ما معنى فقد الإيمان. لا نستشعر ما معنى فقد الارتباط بإله. Maybe we don't know, but others definitely they know. Because they did go through the experience. لأنهم مروا بالتجربة فيدركون. This داعية, he said, why did you decide to become a Muslim? Look what he said. Let's go and focus now. He said, I'm a multi-millionaire, American, and I have many companies. And as an American, a rich American, you can't imagine what kind of pleasures and entertainments and beautiful things I experience in my life, seeking pleasure and true happiness, but never ever I was able to have it. قال أنا مالتي مليونير وعندي شركات وعندي أموال، حاولت كل متع الدنيا أن أصل للسعادة لكني لم أشعر بالسعادة أبدا. He said, I faced serious problem. Anything you can imagine, I did try it. جربت كل شيء يخطر على بالك لكن لم أشعر بالسعادة يوما. He said, one of the things that used to kill me, that I used to have a poor Indian Muslim guy working in one of my companies. قال واحدة من الشغلات التي كانت تغيظني عندي موظف مسلم هندي فقير بسيط. He did not say in the story what was the work of this poor Indian Muslim. I assume maybe he was just an office boy with a very simple salary. He said, this Indian Muslim in my company, whenever I see him, he was smiling. He said, I was inside myself, I used to say inside myself, look, I'm the multimillionaire. I'm the one who's owning everything. I'm the one who's everything. And this simple Indian, he came from India for just a few hundreds of dollars. All the time he's happy. Smiling all the time means happy. I can't be, hypocritically speaking, smiling in your face for seconds, maybe minutes. If you are if I'm working with you. But I can't be smiling all the time. I can't. The muscles in my cheeks will be destroyed. I can't keep like this. I can't do it for seconds, maybe or minutes. فالفكرة هذا الهندي المسلم الفقير بيقول هذا الأمريكي كان عندي هذا الهندي المسلم طول وقته مبتسم يا أخي يعني إحنا بنحكي باللهجة العامية رفع ضغطه دائما مبسوط. على إيش مبسوط؟ على هالكم من 400-500 دولار بتاخذهم. فكان يقول I used to say myself داخل نفسي يعني I am the man, I am the who owns everything, but I am not happy. He is happy. But every time I was about to ask him, please give me the recipe. What is the ingredients of your recipe? Why you are happy? But arrogance. Me, him. For many, racism, religious, culture, color, many obstacles. So I could not. Okay, he has something, I don't have it, but I can't ask him. No. It's me and it's him. This is what he was talking about himself. He was explaining his attitude. He would love to ask him, but he could not because of the barrier of this kind of arrogance and racism inside himself, talking about himself. فقال كنت أتمنى أن أسأله لكن لم أستطع بسبب وجود أنه هو بسيط عندي موظف عندي وأنا أنا من أنا. He said, I reached to a point I decided to commit suicide many times. And I was exposed to sit with psychiatrists. يعني عرضت نفسي على أطباء نفسيين وبدأ أنتحر. Then I said, between me and myself, I said, look, if you decided to commit suicide, so what harm you will have if you ask this poor Indian? يعني من وصل إذا وصلت لمرحلة بدك تنتحر يقول لنفسه كنت فكرت بالانتحار عدة مرات وعرضت نفسي على أطباء نفسيين. خلاص I want to get rid of this life. فاللي بفكر بالانتحار مش مشكلة عنده يجلس مع واحد حتى لو كان أدنى منه درجة. He said, then I decided to sit with this employee. I called him to my office. Look, بالمختصر, why you are smiling all the time? ليش أنت مبتسم طول الوقت? Look to the simple answer of this simple, uneducated, poor Indian Muslim. He said, because I'm a Muslim, he said, look, hey, don't waste my time. Are you telling me that every Muslim is happy? He said, if this Muslim understands Islam, definitely he is happy. نادى على مكتبه. ليش يا أخي طول نهارك مبسوط ومبتسم؟ إن شاء الله إيش القصة؟ قال له أنا مسلم. قال له أنت يعني تحكي لي إنه كل مسلم سعيد؟ قال له كل مسلم إذا فهم الإسلام سعيد وعاشه وطبقه راح يكون سعيد. في شرط في الموضوع. طيب how? Here comes my point. Please now, quote unquote. I will quote exactly. He said, I am happy because our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam told us the following hadith. He is explaining to him this one simple single hadith. فشرح له الحديث التالي. عجبا لأمر المؤمن إن أمره كله له خير. إن أصابته سراء شكر فكان خيرا له. وإن أصابته ضراء صبر فكان خيرا له. وليس ذلك لأحد إلا للمؤمن. He said, our dear Prophet tells us. He says, the prophets, I'm wondering from the status of the believer, if he is receiving in his daily life any kind of happiness or good things or beautiful things, blessings, grace from Allah, he would be thankful and therefore he will be rewarded. And if he's facing difficulties, obstacles, hardships, صعوبات, or whatever, he is patient and he would be rewarded as well. This Indian Muslim continues, he says, وَأُمُورُنَا بَيْنَ السَّرَّاءِ وَالضَّرَّاءِ. And our life, they are divided basically into either or. It's either a difficulty or it's a beautiful or non-beautiful thing. So if I'm a winner all the time, why not to be happy? قال أمورنا بينها فإن أصابتني شدة صبرت فحمدت الله فأجرت وإن أصابتني أو أصابني خير حمدت الله فأجرت فلماذا لا أكون سعيدا? He said, this is very simple. Look, he built this poor uneducated person, maybe who left his country, maybe he's in charge of 5 families behind him, maybe he did not reach even to go to the school. He understood this simple hadith and he implemented this practically in his life. He believed, understood, believed, transformed into action. His life is happy. In this very simple way. The reaction was, please tell me how can I be like you. Then he took him to the gathering of that da'iyah, and that da'iyah, we came back to the origin of our story. Okay, say the shahada now. When he said, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, I bear witness that there is no God but Allah, Muhammad is his messenger, he started crying heavily. You know, in an amazing way. Some people, they would not just to take care of him, said, leave him, don't worry about him. When he finished, why you were crying? He said, Wallah, it's the first time in my life I feel this kind of mountains of burden on my shoulder. I just got rid of them now. I feel very happy now. I just now, because I'm connected with the Lord of this universe. So the story is finished. انتهت القصة هنا. موطن الشاهد في الخطبة التي تليها. خلاصته لما أعلن الشهادتين بعد أن عرفه بهذا الحديث الرائع والذي بنى حياته عليه ببساطة، دخل في الإسلام، أحضره إلى هذا الداعية، أعلن الشهادتين وبكى بعدها بكاء مريرا. ولما سئل عن بكائه قال: كنت أشعر بجبال من الأوزار أو من الأثقال على صدري لم أتخلص ولم أشعر بزوالها إلا الآن. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم فيا فوز المستغفرين. In the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the most compassionate, the most merciful, all praise and thanks are due to him, and peace and blessings be upon his beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He who is guided by the will of Allah, no one can misguide him, and he who is misguided, no one can guide him except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now the conclusion, okay? Now the lesson, the morale behind the story. My question of the khutbah was what? How to make Islam easy or simple for the people? The answer is Just live it. Just live it. Live Islam. Simply. You don't need to be professional. You don't need to be an expert in Islamic knowledge. Wallahi. Telling you honestly, you don't need. Because simple concepts, true, authentic, reach through the revelation, reach to this person, which is part of what we call in Arabic as-sunnah al-kawniyya. It's part of the universal laws of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah created the universe, created us, and He laid down a number of laws, sunnah al-kawniyya, the qawaneen al-ilah fil kawn mawdu'a. Part of these laws, if you thank Allah, you will be rewarded. If you accepted His will, you will be rewarded. Blah, 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 blah. He understood it. عَجَبًا لِأَمْرِ الْمُؤْمِنِ أَمْرَهُ كُلَّهُ. He believed, he understood, he transformed to action. Simply, he's happy from this, and he was a reason for someone to accept Islam. So, how many points of beauty we can have in if we live. Imagine if we live the concept of وَمَنْ يَتَّقِ اللَّهَ يَجْعَلْ لَهُ مَخْرَجًا. Sheikh, why I have a lot of troubles in my life? Have you applied this simple universal law? وَمَنْ يَتَّقِ اللَّهِ. It's a conditional clause. وَمَنْ يَتَّقِ اللَّهِ يَجْعَلْ. If I fear Allah, Allah will show me, Allah will create the exit for me from what I'm suffering. وَمَنْ يَتَوَكَّلْ عَلَى اللَّهِ فَهُوَ حَسْبُهُ. If I'm depending on Allah, Allah will show me what does it mean to depend on Him. But if I'm ignoring Him practically, I'm not saying what I say in my tongue, I'm not saying what I claim, I'm talking practically. Am I fully dependent on Allah or not practically? So if I live Islam, wallahi, miracles will happen. Any one of us, not I myself, I mean every single person of us. By this, will be an excellent, inshallah, representative for the system of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this country. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم إني داع فأمنوا. اللهم اقسم لنا من خشيتك ما تحول به بيننا وبين معصيتك ومن طاعتك ما تبلغنا به جنتك ومن اليقين ما تهون به علينا مصائب الدنيا يا رب العالمين. اللهم إنا عبيدك أبناء عبيدك أبناء إمائك نواصينا بيدك ماض فينا حكمك عدل فينا قضاؤك. نسألك بكل اسم هو لك سميت به نفسك وأنزلته في كتابك أو علمته أحدا من خلقك أو استأثرت به في علم الغيب عندك أن تجعل القرآن العظيم ربيع قلوبنا وجلاء أحزاننا وذهاب همومنا وغمومنا يا رب العالمين. اللهم ارحمنا فوق الأرض وتحت الأرض ويوم العرض عليك يا كريم. اللهم ارحمنا وارحم والدينا ووالد والدينا وأصحاب الحقوق والواجبات علينا يا رب العالمين. اللهم كن مع المستضعفين مشارق الأرض ومغاربها واغفر لنا تقصيرنا يا رب العالمين. إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. وأقم الصلاة.